Hello ladies and gents, boys and girls, my name is Jack. Welcome back to the Bike channel and welcome back to the garage. What are you up to today? Well, I've got a short video. I want to keep it nice and tight. I want to keep it to the point. I've come up with a little bit of a list of some things that I think we as motorcyclists should be thinking about as riding season quickly approaches us in the Northern Hemisphere. You may have been a rider who's put their bike in a garage for the winter period. You might be a brand spanking new rider, or you might be that most at risk category, which is a returning rider, someone who's been away from biking for a long period of time and just decided that they're going to make 2021 the year that they come back and get on two wheels out on the road. Whatever you are, whether you're experienced, inexperienced, young or old, anything, just sit back, relax, and we'll get into it right after this. Okay everyone, well, where are we going to start our list today? I'm going to start with gear. Everyone talks about it, you've heard it here, you've heard it there, you've heard it absolutely everywhere, but gear is so important. It can save your life, especially if your bike's been away all winter and you're not used to riding and suddenly you go out on the roads in the summer season. So where are we going to start? Leathers. This is leather. It offers great slide protection. Inside we have an airbag which offers the best impact protection. So leather, best slide protection, airbags, best impact protection. Only problem is they're very, very expensive and they can be quite hot as well in summer. So failing that, we should look at garments that are reinforced with synthetic fibers. They can offer great levels of slide protection. Names like Kevlar and Pekev are ones to look out for. CE Armour, this is a piece of CE Armour. They're very good at absorbing impacts. CE level 2 is better than CE level 1, so 2 is always better than 1. How's it tested? Well, 50 units of pressure is applied on one side, 50 kilojoules. It's the equivalent of dropping a brick from 6 foot in the air onto the pad. 50 kilojoules of energy has to be reduced by the time it comes out this side and is transferred to the body to 18 kilojoules of energy, which is quite a big reduction, and that only qualifies you for CE level 1. In order to be CE level 2, that 50 kilojoules of energy on this side has to be dissipated and reduced to just 9 kilojoules of energy on this side, at the very most, so it can be even less, which is a reduction down to just 20% of the initial impact force that's actually being transferred to your body. So very good stuff this, and can be very breathable and can fit into very lightweight fabrics and garments. Regarding helmets, Snell certification is the very best that you can get. ECE certification is a very good certification and is the most widely used. I've got a very expensive helmet sitting here, which is the Corsa 1, or rather the Corsa R from AGV. This is an ECE approved helmet. DOT certification is one to avoid. In the UK, a helmet that is fastened with a chin strap is the only legal requirement for riding on the road. It's a minimum, it's not a target. Make sure that you gear up. It could save your life. So, next up, ride your own ride. It's a saying that you've all heard before. It's a saying that I've heard so many times before on many other YouTubers' videos, but it's so true. Ride your own ride. It could save your life, it could save your bike, it could save everything. Peer pressure, pride, ego, a desire to emulate somebody, not wanting to be left behind, all of these things can cause you to bin your bike and possibly kill yourself. Allow yourself to drop away if you're struggling to keep up with a group. Ride away if you see that the group ride is getting reckless. We've all seen those videos on YouTube of group rides going wrong, people crashing here, there and everywhere into each other, into parked vehicles, into moving vehicles, low sides, high sides, everything. So don't be afraid, just ride away. You can always say you lost them. Believe me now, the stick that you will get from your friends is far less, it's far more manageable than having to deal with the aftermath of an accident. And better still, or worse still I guess, is not being there at all to even deal with the aftermath of your accident because you've copped it because you didn't ride your own ride. So big one there, ride your own ride if you're riding with anybody else this summer. So next is know your own limits. It sounds a little bit like ride your own ride, but it is different if you think about it. Knowing your own limits is really important, not just in biking, but in everything, but particularly when biking. We all have different levels of experience. We all have a different amount of currency, by which I mean recent experience. And we all have different levels of skill. And we all have different strengths and we all have different weaknesses. Your gut is a good indicator as to whether or not you're pushing your limits. If it doesn't feel right, chances are it isn't right. Increase your margins of safety, back off a little bit. Slowing down is your best weapon in terms of staying safe. So know your own limits, slow down, give yourself more time to deal with anything that comes up and put yourself out of the red, back into the amber and preferably back into the green. So next up, keep your bike well maintained. If you put your bike away over the winter, it may be that it's fallen into a little bit of a state of disrepair. Riding your bike, getting the oil moving through the engine, getting the chain turning over, all this sort of stuff, keeps your bike alive. It may add to the wear over time, but in the short term, it keeps your bike running and it keeps things working as they should do. If it's been parked up for a long time, it could be that it's fallen into a state of disrepair. Tyres, brakes, chain, suspension and lights need to be regularly inspected and maintained. Fluids like brake fluid and oil must be at the required levels and must be checked every now and then, or the more you can basically. Check before you ride to avoid any issue arising from bad maintenance, rather than finding out that you have a problem while you're sliding down the road after a mechanical failure. So keep your bike well maintained, ensure that after a long period of having it parked up, you've had it checked over or you've checked it over yourself and it's all in perfect running order to be safe for you when you go out on the road. So last but not least, 2 words, space cushion. What do I mean by a space cushion? Well, you've probably heard of the term somewhere else on another channel perhaps, but it's such an important thing to consider when we're riding motorcycles out on the road. Why? Well, if you were to increase your distance to objects in front of you to an amount that is greater than your stopping distance required, you are far less likely to hit that object in front of you. What do I mean by that? Just to put it a little bit simpler, a little bit of a brain twist to that one. But effectively, if this is your stopping distance required, make that as a minimum your space cushion, i.e. you are here, the object in front of you is here, and that is the distance that you need, that you know that you need to stop safely before hitting that object. You can go one step further even and put a little bit of a safety margin on top and increase that distance a little bit further. Not only will it improve your safety with regard to the vehicle in front of you, but also as well your capacity will increase, and when your capacity increases, your situational awareness increases as well. You will be able to process more information using your eyes and your brain than you would do if you had a smaller space cushion and you were focused on this vehicle in front of you. It will make you safer, not only in terms of this guy, but also in terms of all the other threats that can come at you from all other directions. So if I was to leave you with 2 words, it would be space cushion, space cushion, space cushion. Well everyone, that's it. I'm back in the swinging chair. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did like that, please do remember to like and subscribe. Click on the bell icon and you'll get loads of updates whenever a brand spanking new video comes out. Release a new video every single Wednesday. Thank you for all the support to date for this new channel, and I hope that I'm doing a good job. I hope to see you back here again in the future, in the garage, on the bike channel for another video very soon. Till then, stay safe, ride safe, and I'll see you out on the road ASAP.